good afternoon. This is the news update on Dominion Television, Ibadan. I'm Ronke Giwa Onofuwa. Members of a joint conference committee of the National Assembly will meet on Monday to harmonize differences in the electoral amendment bill passed separately by the Senate and the House of Representatives. The panel has 1 week to resolve disputed provisions, particularly those on the electronic transmission of election results, before forwarding a unified bill to President Bola Tinubu for assent. The amendments follow controversies from the 2023 general election, including the failure of the Independent National Electoral Commission to upload presidential results in real time. The Independent National Electoral Commission has requested 873.7 billion naira to conduct the 2027 general elections. INEC is also seeking 171 billion naira for its 2026 operations, citing routine activities, off-season polls, and by-elections. INEC Chairman Joash Amukpiton disclosed this while presenting the Commission's budget proposal to the National Assembly in Abuja. The Commission noted that the 2027 budget is higher than the 314 billion naira released for the 2023 elections and does not include increased allowances requested by the National Youth Service Corps. Now, the rising cost of building materials in Nigeria is causing growing concern among homeowners, contractors, and property developers as prices of key items such as cement, iron rods, and blocks remain high across the country. In this report, Taiwo Olariwaju examines the impact of the soaring costs of building materials.
Prices in Nigeria have climbed to record high in early 2026, with cement selling for more than 10,000 naira per bag and iron rods in some markets rising to over 18,000 naira, nearly 4 times their previous prices. The increase has been linked to persistent inflation, currency depreciation, and the country's heavy reliance on imported inputs, factors that have slowed construction activities and driven up housing costs across the country. Rising logistics expenses and high fuel prices have also contributed to the surge. A visit to some building material markets in the Ibadan metropolis shows that traders are experiencing low patronage. Some of them blame the situation on the high cost of goods and the unstable dollar exchange rate, while calling on the federal government to take urgent steps to improve the economy.
But the situation of the country is not okay. It's not at all, because market is moving before. But now, for somebody want to buy, take money, go out now, it's very difficult. It will not be like before. That's the major problem we're facing from business now. Make it just help us. So make everything come down. The market come down from the wharf. So normally market will go.
The level of patronage is okay. We make sales, but it's not like before. The condition of the country and the hardship, and because of the increment of the price of our goods, so there is no sales like that. Unlike before, that we normally sell. The way we sell before is different from how we sell now, because of the high increment of the price of markets and everything. So the market sales is very low at this moment. So what the government will do for us is for them to bring the price of fuel down. By doing so, the price of goods will come down.
Since last 2 months, it's normal. Never cost too much. But what we are feeling is that market never move. For now.
Stakeholders say the government must reduce the high rate of inflation, address liquidity challenges in the foreign exchange market to stabilize the naira and help it regain its true value. Taiwo Olanrewaju, reporting for Dominion News.
Now moving on to the foreign scene, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has ordered the deployment of the army to support police in tackling rising gang violence and organized crime. Ramaphosa said criminal syndicates now pose the greatest threat to South Africa's democracy, economy, and social stability, stressing a zero-tolerance approach to crime and corruption. He also announced plans to recruit about 5,500 new police officers as part of broader security measures. South Africa records an estimated 60 murders daily, driven largely by drug gang conflicts and violence linked to illegal mining. The United States President Donald Trump will meet Special Forces soldiers involved in the January raid that captured Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela. Trump, accompanied by First Lady Melania Trump, will greet the troops at Fort Bragg military base in Fayetteville, highlighting their role in the high-profile military operation. The covert mission, launched on January 3rd and dubbed Operation Absolute Resolve, saw U.S. Special Forces fly into Caracas by helicopter, overcome defenses, and seize Maduro and his wife, who were then taken to the United States to face federal charges. The visit comes as Trump continues to emphasize the operation as a display of American military capability and support for the troops involved. Now, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party has secured a majority in Bangladesh's landmark general election, marking a dramatic political shift in the country. The result represents a major turnaround for BNP leader Tariq Rahman, who has been living in self-imposed exile in London. Voters were electing a new government while also participating in a nationwide referendum aimed at amending the constitution. This was the country's first election since student-led protests in 2024 brought an end to the 15-year rule of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. And now talking sports, Atletico Madrid thrashed Barcelona 4-0 in the Copa del Rey semi-final at the Metropolitano Stadium. Nigerian forward Ademola Lookman starred, scoring once and providing an assist that Atletico dominated the encounter. Barcelona fell behind inside a minute after an own goal by Eric Garcia before Antoine Griezmann doubled the lead. Lookman added the third, then set up Julian Alvarez for the fourth just before half-time. Fresh from the Africa Cup of Nations, Lookman has now been involved in 4 goals in 3 matches for Atletico. Barcelona struggled to respond, leaving Atletico firmly in control ahead of the return leg. You can visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng to watch us live and interact with us. You can also follow us across our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube and LinkedIn at Dominion Broadcast and on X at DominionCast. And that ends the news update on Dominion Television. Thank you for watching. I'm Ronke Giwa Onafuwa.